Okay, now moving on, sources tell CNBC-TV18 that Commerce Ministry has today called an inter-ministerial meeting on the US-India bilateral trade ties. I beg your pardon. Parikshit is joining in with us to give us more details on this front. Parikshit?
Well, yes, this will be the first high-level inter-ministerial meeting that will take place on the bilateral trade negotiations with the US. Now, just last week, Prime Minister Modi and Donald Trump laid out a roadmap and directed both governments to start working on a trade deal, a multi-sectoral trade agreement. And this is likely to be concluded by fall. So what is going to happen? Different ministries are going to come up with their suggestions on what can be done, which are the areas where we need to safeguard our interests in terms of exports to the US, imports from the US as well, and which are the areas where we can give them concessions. One of the areas for focus would be automobile tariffs, because this is an area of interest for the US president. He has been highlighting tariffs on Harley-Davidson and Tesla cars for many years now, even in the meeting with the Prime Minister Modi. And just ahead of the press conference in America, Donald Trump had made that remark that even though India has reduced tariffs on imported cars, they still remain very high, and it's very difficult to sell cars in India. So having said that, automobile tariffs could figure prominently. But yes, there will be officials from all key ministries. So they'll look at renewable energy, they will look at crude oil, they will look at textiles, furniture, electronic components, ICT components. So there will be a whole host of industries, even agriculture goods, where tariffs would be discussed. And we will get suggestions, the first suggestions from different departments in the government on what could be the possible contours of such a trade agreement.
Okay, Parikshit, thanks for that. But following